Good afternoon, sports fans, and welcome to Linn-Mar High School, home of the Linn-Mar Lions. I'm Alex Ellington, and I'm here tonight with Brandon Dan Sather.
I'm back.
That's good to see you, Brandon. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How about you, Quinn?
I'm doing just fine tonight, Dan.
That's good.
So, since tonight's your first night in this basketball season, how do you think Linn-Mar is going to do tonight against a very tough Xavier team so far?
Well, Xavier's pretty good. We're going to need to start out fast to be able to beat them and have our defense be able to stop them from scoring, because they average about 50 points per game, and we only average about 44. So we're going to need to start out fast.
And so, how are they going to achieve these goals? Who on the Linn-Mar side is going to help them get to a heavy start?
Well, Michaela Brandt, she's like our best player, and she's averaging 11.3 points per game. She's going to need to start us off fast and give the ball to Courtney Major, because she's our second highest scorer.
And Courtney Major is also our best three-point shooter, if I'm not mistaken, at 43.2%. That's very good.
That's pretty good.
For a team that averages about 35% on three-point shots, that's really good in a way.
Yeah, but we attempted 117 shots, which is a lot in only 11 games.
That's something that you don't usually see, I think.
Yeah, but 35% for three-pointers, that's pretty good.
But some of the big things for Linn-Mar, Shanice Cheatham, the starting center for Linn-Mar, is out for the season with an ACL tear in her left leg ever since the Iowa City West loss. And because of that, we've lost the last 4 games in January so far against Prairie, Quincy Notre Dame, Iowa City West, and Waterloo West. And this is something different. Linn-Mar is 6-5. They were state quality last year. How has this happened over the recent month or so?
What?
The band is sort of loud over us.
Sorry, the
folks.
pep band.
How is the loss of Shanice Cheatham affecting Linn-Mar?
Well, losing 4 games in a row isn't good. It isn't good at all, and losing Shanice is a big thing because she was our third leading scorer with 81 points. So hopefully it doesn't affect us too much in this game, and we can get a fast start going against Xavier.
And while Linn-Mar is still 6-5, we are ranked 21st in the state in Class 4A, which is quite an accomplishment still, I think.
Yeah, after losing 4 games too. So.
And now Cedar Rapids Xavier, one of Linn-Mar's top rivals, of course, in the Mississippi Valley. They're 10-2 on the season with their losses only to Iowa City West and Dubuque Wahlert. And how does Cedar Rapids Xavier fare against most teams? How are they doing better than most teams?
Well, obviously they're winning, and having a 10-2 record is really good, and they're 11th in the state, which that's almost top 10, and any top 10 team is good. So they can fare pretty well against any team, I believe.
And so who on their team is doing exceptionally well for the Saints?
Well, Caitlin Anderson, she has 103 points, which is the most of the team. She's doing pretty well, and she's been on the free throw line a lot. And she's averaging 84.4% on the free throw line, which is really, really good, especially in tight, close games. And also Emily Walford, she has 98 points, which is the second most in the team. And she has a 51.2% field goal percentage, which is really good. Anything above 40% for field goal percentage is really good.
And now back to Linn-Mar here. Linn-Mar has been playing very tentative or very shy,
timid,
all throughout the season so far. Why are they playing so shy? Why are they not being super aggressive? Michaela Brandt, yes, she's super aggressive on the court, but how are they going to keep up? Get that drive going and keep it up?
Well, hopefully they're not as timid in these games, especially this one today. So let's just hope that they're not as timid in this one.
And so how are they not going to be timid, though? What can they do to accomplish that? What can they do to
hopefully,
bring a sense of confidence?
Coach Brandt told them to be more physical during practice, so they're able to get more points in the paint. like get it in there and try to stop forcing the threes more, because we do have 117 threes, which is a lot.
And one personal note, well, not really personal, but one of the very tentative players, I think, is Alexis Livingood. She's the starting center ever since Shanice Cheatham went out. And this whole Lindmar squad is completely made of juniors.
Yeah.
How do you see, like, no senior leadership out there affecting Lindmar? How do you see no senior leadership affecting Lindmar on the court?
Well, there's only 2 seniors on the team, so they probably have a big impact in the game. And losing one in Shanice, that's big. So Rachel Thrun is probably going to have to step up in the leadership quality. And also Shanice she's probably going to be on the sidelines rooting for her team and giving them extra motivation to win. Oh.
We just had our associate principal come up to us and say we're doing such a great job at our commentary here.
Oh, Mama
So we'll
Belt.
thank Mrs. Belt.
Thanks, Mama Belt. She gave me a Christmas present, Starburst. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a really good present right there, Dan. Now, Michael Brand, the head coach for Lindmar, is he always a really aggressive coach? Does he push his players to be aggressive in recent years?
Oh yeah. The past couple years we went to state and we even won it. So he has to be a really good coach, and he obviously is. And he's pretty aggressive. I saw a practice one time before one of the boys' games, and he was yelling at them like hardcore, and that would motivate a team to do pretty well. Even though they're 6-5, they're going to play pretty well tonight.
And so now let's go back to players that he's coached over recent years. Jamie Prinny for Iowa, Kia Stokes for Connecticut. How is it that he's able to create these top-notch athletes?
Well, probably with the work ethic that he has, because he has to work hard each and every game to get a good game plan. So with like Kia and Jamie Printy, he had to like make a game plan that revolved around them, since they were really, really good players.
Do you see, now since these are only juniors, do you see any players for Lindmar possibly have any college hopes at all?
College hopes? Courtney Major, she might have some college hopes, since she's
maybe
like one
Michaela
of
Brandt too.
Yeah, Michaela Brandt too. They're both one of our best shooters and our top 2 scorers, and I think they can have some college hopes. Yeah.
Well, it's always good to hear that some players in high school still have a chance to even go up to the next level and play even more. It's just something always good to hear.
Yeah.
And so, with about 5 minutes and 40 seconds left before we kick the game off here, once again, Lindmar is playing Cedar Rapids Xavier, one of the biggest rivalries ever.
Oh, this is a big game, Quentin. I'm ready for this one.
This is a really big game. Last year, Lindmar beat Xavier at their place, 44-34.
44-34.
Do you see this happening again, maybe?
Well, since Kia left, maybe, I don't know. But we're going to have to start off fast, really fast, to get it going. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully it's that close and come away with the win. Hopefully we can come away with the win.
So let's go back to the keys of the game here. What are our keys of the game for tonight?
Well, like I've been saying, we have to start out fast. And then in the second half, we got to stop them. And hopefully get them on the free throw line or whatever. But hopefully Caitlin Anderson doesn't get on the free throw line. Almost 85% free throw shooter, and that's really good.
And so now that we're talking about Caitlin Anderson for Xavier, what are Xavier's key points for winning the game tonight?
Well, just keep doing what they've been doing. They are 10-2, so they're obviously winning. And they lost to really good teams in Iowa City West and Dubuque Wahlert, so just keep doing what they're doing, and yeah.
Just keep going and keep playing heavy defense, especially.
Yeah.
Because Lindmar has always had a very, very well-known offense, and they've always been able to drive in and get down to the court and get the shots in.
Especially with Michaela Brand and all the people we've been saying. So
it'll be a fun game overall tonight. It'll be a little slow at first, I would assume, but it'll still go really well, I bet.
Hopefully we can start out fast, but it will be pretty slow at first, and hopefully we can get it going, and maybe Xavier will get it going too. So we'll just have to see when the game starts, Quentin. We're ready for this one.
And as the girls are coming back onto the court for last-minute warm-ups, let's talk about the other gender here. Let's talk about the boys. They went all the way up to Sioux City to play Sioux City South tonight and Sioux City Bishop Heelan tomorrow. How do you think the boys will do tomorrow?
Well, they've only lost 2 games, and we have Marcus Page, who's going to UConn next year. So
No. North Carolina, not UConn.
My bad. North Carolina. Sorry, Quentin.
It's all
North
good.
Carolina next year. So, hey, we're going to do good because North Carolina is a really good basketball school.
Do you see us winning both games?
I believe we can win both games, but they're both going to be really tough games too. So we're going to have to fight hard and get through it.
But for tonight, we're going to focus on the girls tonight. With about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock before we kick this game off, we'll be having the Linn-Mar Pep Band playing the national anthem in just a moment.
Oh, they are loud.
Yes, they're very loud.
They're good too. Oh. What do you play, Quentin? Clarinet?
Yep, clarinet.
Like Squidward, Quentin.
Yep, like Squidward. That wasn't
you're not
the
as
reason why I picked
depressing. You're not as depressing as Squidward is.
Do you see this as going to be a very good game, like a very tight game, or you see it as a blowout for one side or the other?
Well, hopefully it's not a blowout because then that wouldn't be a good game. I hope it's a good game, and I believe it is going to be a good game. So I hope it's going to be close, and I think it will be close. What do you think, Quentin?
I think it'll be pretty good. Do you have any score predictions here?
I think a low-scoring game, 32-28 Linn-Mar. What do you think?
Maybe a little higher than that. I would say a 48-40 game, Linn-Mar.
48-40.
It's a little tentative, though, and it'll probably become an even closer game, probably a 2 or 3 point lead game, but it'll still be really close whenever we play.
And when we and if it is a close game, when we get down to the last minute, there's going to have to be some fouls and for 3 free throws, and hopefully Linn-Mar doesn't put Caitlin Anderson on the line with her high percentage of the free throws.
Yeah, she seems to be scary at the free throw line. It'll be very hard to go against them. And so we have less than a minute left. You ready for some basketball, Dan Dan?
I'm ready for some basketball, Quentin. You know I am.
It's good to have you back, Dan Dan.
It's good to be back, Quentin. Little rusty, but hey, come on. We can get it done. Once the game starts going, we'll start, being like we used to be when we did football.
And so we have 30 seconds left in the game, and the Linn-Mar Pep Band, after they play the Rouser, will be performing tonight's national anthem. We'll be right back after the national anthem.
A little rusty there, but that's okay.
Don't worry about it.
Think I did fine? I did fine?
That was actually our best pregame show, probably. We gotta stand up, though. Did I get the right starters down? Yep. Good. I don't know what Rachel Thorne's been out for, but she was out last game, too.
Sarah Straw's hot.
Nice. And we're just about ready to start. And we'll be starting off with tonight's starting lineups in just a sec. Our PA announcer for tonight is Mr. Corey Brinkmeyer. He's a cool man, I think. He's a good teacher, too.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. Never met him.
I've only met him once or twice. And starting for Xavier. Kayla Armstrong, number 3, a 5'7" junior. And for Linmar, number 2, Hannah Yearling, a 5'7" junior, playing guard. And number 5, Andy Dale, a 5'6" senior for Xavier. Number 4, Michaela Brandt, a 5'6" junior for Linmar. And number 25, Caitlin Anderson, a 5'8" senior for Xavier. Going up against number 10, Sarah Strahl, a 5'9" junior for Linmar. And for Xavier, number 43, Emily Walford, a 5'10" senior. Number 33, Courtney Major, a 5'9" junior for Linmar. And number 53, Alex Bartz, a 6'2" senior for Xavier. Going up against number 50, Alexis Lemguth, a 6'2" junior. And those are your starting lineups for tonight. Let's make it a great game for both teams.
Let's have a good game, Quentin. Let's do it.
Head coach for Linmar is Michael Brandt, and the head coach for Xavier is Tom Lilly. As both teams are getting last-minute prep talks to each other, you ready for a good game, Dan Dan?
Oh, you know I am, Quentin. The real question is, are you ready?
Oh, I've been ready. This is the kind of game I want to see.
Ready for my type of commentation, man? You ready for it?
It's been long enough.
Oh.
I've been waiting for it.
Okay, well, let's do it.
And Lemguth and Bartz will both be in the center for the jump ball. And Armstrong for Xavier gets the ball over to Winker. Excuse me. Ooh. Dale with the ball over to Dale. And Armstrong with the ball over to Dale. Trying to find someone open on the court.
Linmar playing good defense right now.
And Dale over to Armstrong. Trying to get in for the shot, and the shot's blocked, but there's a foul on Linmar. And so Kayla Armstrong is going up to the free throw line. First shot no good for Kayla Armstrong. And the second shot is good. A 1-point lead for Xavier.
Well, she is 50% on the year, so.
Brandt going in at the center. Over to Straw. Trying to find someone open. And Yearling comes up with the ball. Over to Major. Best three-point shooter for Linmar. Over to Straw.
Gotta get her open. Gotta get her open.
And Brandt trying to find something to work with over here. And Yearling with the ball. Driving up court over to Brandt. Lemguth with the ball. Trying to find something to work with here on the court.
We just need people
Driving
to get
up
open.
the middle for the shot, and this one's no good. And Bartz with the ball over to Dale. And Armstrong with the ball back to Dale. Armstrong with the ball again, trying to find someone open. Still going back to Dale.
Both
Armstrong
teams
with the
playing
ball.
good defense, Quentin.
And Barnes goes for the shot. It's no good. And the second shot by Walford's also no good. And the third shot by Anderson's no good. But the last shot was good.
That was a nice power shot.
And Brandt with the ball, trying to find something to work with here for Lidmar after the easy layup. And Yearling over to Major. And back to Brandt. Trying to find something to work with, driving up the middle, over to Major, over to Yearling. Brandt with the ball again. Trying to psych out the Xavier defense. Yearling with the ball, still trying to figure out something to work with here. Major driving up the middle of the court.
Driving.
And the layup was good.
That was an awesome shot by Courtney Major right there, Quentin.
So Dale with the ball over to
A three-pointer.
Anderson for a good three-point.
Raining threes all up over here, Quentin.
And so Brandt will take the ball up court. Over to Strahl, trying to find some work with here. Yearling trying to get the shot up, but the shot is blocked right out of her hands.
She should have passed it out. She was trying to power her way in.
And so number 51, Ashley Stolken, and number 13, Sarah Dix come in for Xavier. And Armstrong with the ball over to Walford, and then Dix with the ball. Walford with the ball, trying to find someone open. Noonan with the ball, and the shot's up, but it's no good, and Lindmar comes up with the grab. Straw going up with the ball, over to Yearling. Brandt trying to find something to work with here. Driving over, doing a little magic around the court, and it's no good, but Lippenguth comes up with the rebound, and this side is also no good.
God, Brandt tried to force that in there. She should have took her time with that.
And the shot is tipped by Yearling, and it'll still be Xavier ball.
That was a good play by Yearling.
And number 53, Alex Bartz, comes back into the game for Xavier. And Dix over to Armstrong with the long ball, but this one hits the top of the backboard.
Hit the top of the rim. I do that all the time in gym class, not gonna lie.
And number 22, Kristen Isles, comes into the game for Lindmar as well. Brandt coming up the court.
Fancy moves.
Over to Straw, trying to find something to work with here. Limguth with the ball. And Yearling with the ball, trying to get it all the way over to Isles, but she almost lost the ball there. And Xavier comes up with the ball. And Nicole Noonan almost tried to get the shot up, but Lindmar rebounds. And Brandt with the long ball, but it's no good. And it looks like a foul on
the past couple of possessions. We tried to force it in there, which, you know, we should try and take our time with that if we're going to try and for threes.
And now Strahl has 2 fouls on the night already. Number 20, Jenna Harms, comes into the game for Lindmar. At number 23, Maddie Birch for Xavier comes into the game. Dix driving it up the court. Forcing it over to Bartz.
Nice steal.
Scooped up by Jenna Harms. And so Brandt will take the ball off court.
Oh, nice pick.
And Brandt's going up the middle over to Yearling. And Harms with the long ball, and this one's no good.
That was a good shot, though.
That was a very good shot. That was probably some pretty smart thinking there, don't you think?
Yeah, if only they made the shot. They had a nice pick, and she was open for the three.
And so Burst with the ball over to Bloomgarden.
She airballed it, Quentin. Airballed it.
So Lindmar will get the ball after it went out of bounds, and it'll be in the hands of Kristen Eilis. Courtney Major comes back into the game for Lindmar, taking out Penny Yearling. Brandt taking the ball nice and easy up court. Brandt over to Livinguth. Back to Brandt, trying to find something to work with here. Over to two.
Try to pick there.
Major, trying to get something to work with. Over to Brandt. And driving up the middle, over to Livinguth. Over to Eilis for the air ball.
She airballed that one.
But Livinguth came up with the rebound, but it was stolen right out of her hands.
We need to stop forcing things in places.
And Xavier just missed that shot. And Barr's trying to go for the second shot, but that shot rolls right out of bounds for Linn-Mar.
Both teams seems to be trying to force things into difficult spots, which isn't good. It is only the first quarter, so we need to take it. We need to get easier shots going.
Just need to find the outside shots a little more.
And maybe some inside shots if they're open.
I do like how they're involving Livinguth a little more. She's usually not that involved. They're usually doing perimeter shooting, but
and the plays they've been running have been trying to get people open, and it's been working.
And so there was another foul on Linn-Mar on Courtney Major. That'll be her first foul for the night. And she has the team's only 2 points so far. So Dale taking the ball up court for Linn-Mar.
Xavier,
excuse me. And Armstrong over to Walford. And it looks like a foul on Xavier.
Ooh. The ref fell.
And it looks like the ref has gone down. Doesn't look like he's doing very well. Hopefully he's okay.
Ugh. He's down on one knee. Oh, he's getting back up. Did you see what happened there, Quinn? I didn't.
I think he got tripped up and sort of just landed and sort of lost his wind a little bit.
If you feel, losing your wind sucks, dude.
It does.
If he twisted something, that's even worse. Oh. Once fell off my bike and twisted my leg. Hurt a lot.
Oh, yeah, it does.
So I know what he's going through. I know what he's going through with this knee or ankle problem he's having. But actually, good thing that he's fine. He's fine.
It looks like he's just sort of lost his wind a little bit. It looks like he's working fine now. And so Xavier is applying heavy pressure to Brandt before she can even get it up court. And Brandt calling off the shots. And she gets the shot.
She called her own number. Did you see that shot, Quinn? That was awesome.
And now Brandt will be at the free throw line. And she is a 64% free throw shooter.
That is pretty good, Quentin.
And we're taking a timeout right now. We'll be right back with more Linn-Mar live action right after this.
Welcome home, man.
And we're back. Brandt at the free throw line. And the shot's no good.
Close to a three-point play there, Quentin.
And so Armstrong with the ball over to Dale. And Walford trying to get something going here. Back to Dale. Over to Anderson, the highest scoring shooter for Xavier. Oh. And Dale with the three-point, but it bobbles right out. And that shot is good by Walford.
It is drizzling twos over here, Quentin.
I knew you were going to say that at some point, Dan.
Oh, yeah. Had to put that in there. I'm so original.
Brandt over to Harms. Back to Brandt. Driving it up court, and this shot is no good. And she gets fouled on the play.
She couldn't put her magic in that one, Quentin.
But she is at the line again. Or, excuse me, she's not. And a whole lot of changing going on here. Bring it back in Limiguth, Major, Yearling, and Strahl back into the game.
Ooh, nice block. Our player got stuffed there, Quentin.
Oh, I remember those days.
No big deal.
And so Dix with the ball over to Walvern. And Anderson with the ball, trying to figure something out here for Xavier.
Both teams playing really good defense. Oh, stuffed.
And Nylas comes up with the grab. Great work by Nylas right there. And Yearling over to Major, trying to find something to work with here. And she gets a shot up, and this one's good.
Floated that one in there, Quentin. Oh, yeah.
Armstrong with Anderson, with the ball. Over to Dix. And Armstrong with the ball, trying to find someone open here with 8 seconds left in the first quarter. And Bartz with the ball over to Dix, and this shot is no good.
Almost in.
And so at the end of the first quarter, our score here is Xavier 8, Linmar 6. We'll be right back with more Linmar live action right after this.
Texting is cool. Driving is cool. Texting and driving, not cool.
And we're back right before the second quarter here. Our score here is Xavier 8, Linmar 6. Has this game been going as well as you thought it would so far?
Yes, it is. We're keeping it close, and both teams are playing good defense right now, Quinn.
It's pretty good to see both teams play defense. This is actually a really close game, too.
Yeah, but both teams are also forcing too many shots. So maybe they can start making smarter decisions in the future of this game.
And we're just about ready to kick off our second quarter here. Let's hope that we get the same kind of game going, but sort of shorten on the mistakes.
I mean, we're not starting off fast like I wanted us to, but our defense is playing well.
And so Brant will take the ball up for Lidmar into Xavier territory. And Major comes over the ball.
She fell.
No foul. And
yeah,
Livingoose still comes up with the ball after a swat on Birch. It looks like a foul on Lidmar. Dale taking the ball up court for Xavier. And telling people where they need to go. Over to Armstrong, trying to find something to work with here. Out in the middle. Over to Bars, trying to drive her way in, and the shot is blocked by Livingoose.
Oh, she stuffed him?
She did.
Stuffed.
She's played much more aggressive this game than she did against Waterloo West last Tuesday.
Exactly what they wanted, Quentin.
And Dale with the ball. Armstrong over to Walford. And Dale with the long ball, but this one just
couldn't get it in.
And so Major will take the ball up court. Yearling back to Major with the long ball. And this one, just barely.
Toilet bowl through there. Oh, what a fast break by Xavier.
Definitely a fast break by Nicole Noonan there to get it the layup easy. And so Brant will take the ball up court over to Strahl. Major with the ball, almost lost her footing there. And so Strahl over to Brant, trying to get her way through the defense. Over to Livenguth, over to Yearling. And Strahl is still trying to figure out something here.
The Xavier defense is good right now, Quentin.
And Livenguth, first shot is blocked by Bartz.
Come on, say it with me, stuffed, man.
And so Dale will take the ball up court all the way over to Walver. And she almost loses her footing, and Xavier still recovers it. Dale ends up with the ball in her hands again. Over to Armstrong. Walvard with the ball. Back to Armstrong. And Bart's trying to get it around that tall Alexis Livenguth.
Like a brick wall, not letting her go through.
And so Ilus and Harms come back into the game for Linmar. And Stolkin and Birch come back into the game for Xavier. Dale with the ball over to Noonan. And Walver with the ball over to Stolkin. And the ball goes out. It'll be Xavier ball still.
Ball didn't even touch the rim.
Noonan with the ball over to Dale, trying to get her way through. And the ball is tripped up by Linmar.
This isn't kickball, Quentin.
This ain't soccer or kickball. And another position swap for Xavier as Caitlin Anderson comes back into the game for Xavier. And also Sarah Dix comes into the game for Annie Dale. Dix with the ball. Trying to drive her way up. Meeting heavy defense by Linmar. And Anderson with the ball.
Good
Dix
defense.
almost didn't see the ball.
And Xavier's had the ball for a while now.
That either means they're too tentative out here and they don't want to try to risk anything, or else the Linmar defense is that good right now.
Maybe it's some of both, Quentin.
It could be.
I mean, they're just trying to get an outside shot. Oh, hit the rim.
And Walver tried to get that shot in, but the rim got a piece of it, and Linmar rebounds it. So Brant has the ball. And she's trying to drive up the middle for her own shot, and she is fouled.
She should have passed it to Yearling. She was wide open on the three-point line.
And I bet she would have made it, too. She is a 30% free throw shooter, a three-point shooter.
Guys, that's pretty good, considering some of us shoot maybe 5%.
And the first free throw by Brant is no good.
We need to start making these free throws, Quentin. It's hurting us. It could be 9 to 10 right now if we made the rest of them.
And number 44, Lainey Nieder, comes into the game for Linmar. She's a sophomore. She has not played a varsity game before. With 4 minutes, 30 seconds left to go, the score here at Linmar High School is Xavier 10, Linmar 7.
From the way the defenses are playing, I don't think any of our scores are going to come true, Quentin.
And so Brant will take the ball up, and I think you're totally right there, actually.
Fancy moves, fancy moves.
Fancy moves by Brant over to Yearling, going all the way around the Xavier defense for the shot, and this one's good.
She floated that one in there, Quentin. Oh, yeah, did you see that?
That was a beautiful shot.
Quite beautiful, quite.
So Armstrong with the ball for Xavier, over to Dix, over to Anderson. Dix back with the ball, trying to find someone to work with here. And Bartz with the ball, but the shot's blocked out of her hands by Strahl.
Ooh.
And Dix tries to go for the three-point shot, but it bounces off the rim and hits part of the basketball hoop for interference.
Basically, Linmar's ball.
Yep, that's exactly it, and that's what happened.
She keeps trying to go in for the shot, but there's people on the three-point line who's wide open on the side. And that was Courtney Major or Sarah Strahl, and she's pretty good.
And so Dix will take the ball up court for Xavier. And traveling on Dix. Hopefully it's not going to be like last game where it was travel call after travel call after travel call. Because that just made the game really slow. And so Brandt will take the ball up court. She's meeting some already heavy resistance by Xavier.
Look at them fancy moves.
There's some fancy moves by Xavier.
Almost tripped. Travel.
And the travel call by...
I knew that was going to be called when she was stripped up. They always call that. Can't they be blind for like a second? I'm kidding.
So Dale will take the ball up court for Xavier. Over to Armstrong. Finding something to work with here. As Dale passes over to Anderson. Bartz with the ball. Passes it over to Dale. And Anderson back to Dale. Trill's trying to find something to work with here. As Dale tries to take some up for herself. And it looks like a foul on Lidmar.
Good defense right now, Quentin. Like the whole game's been going. Good defense.
With 2 minutes 47 left in the half, our score still is 10-9 Xavier. Long ball over to Dale. As Noon.
Oh, she made that.
And Armstrong makes a shot before the foul.
It's a rain in threes. Hallelujah.
And Limenguth comes back into the game for Linmar. Long ball over to Dale again. And Walver tried to get the shot up, but just couldn't reach it in time.
Got to get in that little box. Automatic.
And so Limenguth with the ball over to Yearling, trying to find some work with here. As Major has the ball, back to Limenguth, but the shot is tipped out of her hands, and Straw almost comes up with the ball, but
nice
Xavier comes up with it.
Maybe force that pass a little bit right there, Quentin.
Just a little bit. Number 1, Caitlin Winker also comes into the game. 2 minutes left in the game, in the half, excuse me. Score here is Xavier 13, Linmar 9.
Nice steal by Sarah Straw.
And Limenguth passes it right into the hands of Gayla Armstrong for Xavier, and she gets the shot up, and it's good.
That was a nice fast break right there.
And a timeout by Linmar. We'll be right back with more Linmar live action right after this. And we're back after what looked like some technical difficulties in the commercial section, but it's all right. So, Dan, with 1:42 left in the half, with Xavier leading by 6, how do you see Linmar still holding up to them key points you talked about earlier?
Well, if they keep playing defense like they've been playing, and really most of those points were off fast breaks, or 4 of those points, which is a lot in a game like this. So hopefully they won't turn the ball over and they can have a chance to win.
And number 42, Carly Ryder, comes into the game for Linmar, along with number 20, Jenna Harms. So Harms with the ball. trying to find something to work with. Over to Yearling. And Major with the ball.
Accurate pass.
And Ryder tried to get the shot up, but she met heavy resistance by Alex Bartz, the 6'2" senior for Xavier. And Dale tried to get the shot up, but was met by Harms right at the top.
Linn-Mar needs to stop trying to force passes and shots down there and try and start scoring.
And Xavier is now in the bonus. And the first shot by Annie Dale is good.
She's a 58% free throw shooter, Quentin, so that's pretty good.
Number 45, Lisa Boomgarden comes in for Xavier.
She got the rebound.
Dale misses the second free throw, but gets the rebound.
Fast break, fast break. Oh!
That was some amazing work
awesome.
right there.
That was some magic.
A long pass from Major all the way over to Brandt. Goes up for the layup, gets it, and draws the foul, too.
Well, that's
Great
why
work.
she's on the varsity team, Quentin.
That takes some smarts, too.
Making plays when they're needed. A hero.
And so Brandt will take her first free throw. And it's good.
3-point play. Big in this type of game, Quentin.
Yes, it is. And so Dix comes back into the game, and she's already in control of the ball. Over to Birch. And Anderson, with the ball. Still trying to find something to work with here. Meeting heavy defense by Yearling. Over to Birch again. And Bartz with the ball, using her 6'2" frame. Anderson trying to find something to work with here. Back to Dix. And the ball is tipped by Harms.
Nice steal. Pick in the pocket.
And so Brandt will take the ball with some special moves and tries to get in.
The moves. Oh, yeah. Nice shot.
Looks like, and that was Lanny Nieder with the nice shot.
Linn-Mar ball.
As the ball rolls out on Xavier, it'll be Linn-Mar ball with
3.5
3.5 seconds left in the half.
Oh, she fell down.
And Yearling with the long shot, but it just hits the outside.
Couldn't get there.
So at the score after the first half, our score here, Xavier 16, Linn-Mar 14. How do you think that first half went, Daniel?
That first half went pretty well. Close game, only 2 points down, and our both defense is playing really well. Just Xavier has been getting steals and going on fast breaks more and making the shots.
And we'll be right back with our halftime show by the Linn-Mar Varsity Pom Squad right after this.
Seven 7,000 high school students drop out every school day. That's a line of desks more than 4 miles long. We can keep students in school. Visit boostup.org and take the first step.
And up next are the Linn-Mar Varsity Bombs for our halftime performance.
Hey, can you tell Michael I'm going to do the second half too?
What? Okay.
The 9/11 Memorial will honor my partner and the officers who responded that morning.
It's for my brother.
And my 343 brothers who didn't make it.
It's about hope for the future.
So we always remember September 11th.
For my husband who never came home.
And the first responders who saved my life.
This shows the world that we can rebuild.
That we are united.
And that we are strong.
Because the best of humanity can overcome the worst hate.
It's for all the heroes like my dad.
This year, the National September 11th Memorial opens in New York City. Join us to honor, remember, and reunite. You can help right now by texting the word HOPE to 80088 to give $10.
Coach, most of the first half was rather slow. How do you expect to boost the energy up?
Well, I just hope that we are a little more aggressive on the boards tonight. Right now, we're letting them own the boards, and that's what's been the difference in the ball game. We just have to be more aggressive, get somebody inside that wants to get after it.
And you went on a bit of a run at the end of the second half. How do you look to continue that into the second half?
Just hope to keep pushing the ball up the floor and attacking the basket.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Michaela Brandt.
All right, and with what's that? Are we on yet? Are we on? Hello? Hello, is anyone there? And so Xavier will take the ball during the second half. As Armstrong with the ball. Over to Dale, and she doesn't get the shot in, and Major gets the ball. Over to Brandt. And Major with the long ball, and this one is no good. As Xavier rebounds it over to Walford. And the ball rolls out of bounds on Xavier.
See, that was good transition defense there, but once again, we can't just shout for jump shots. She took a jump shot. She had a lane to the hoop. She doesn't have to take jump shots all day long. You can make your life easier for yourself.
And so Brandt will take the ball up court. Sorry if we were sort of wondering what's going on here. We've been having some technical difficulties and also some training for some incoming freshmen. As Michaela Brandt knocks over one of the Xavier players and draws up a foul. So Brandt will take the ball up court for Lidmar. As Major back over to Strahl, trying to find something to work with over here, and Yearling gets the ball, and it's tipped right out of her hands, and it's in the hands of Armstrong. Over to the hoop, and she doesn't get it in. And it'll go out on Lidmar. Passes it all the way over to Dale. Trying to tell people where they need to go. Over to Armstrong. And it's tipped by Yearling, and she drives it up court. She's going to go for herself. Over to Brandt. She doesn't get the shot in, but there's a foul.
Yearling did a great job on that one. She didn't let her turnover get in her head. She got right back on defense, got a steal, and gave a great pass to Brandt to get her to the line.
So Brandt's first shot was good. We'll see if her second one is also good. She's a 64.3% free throw shooter. And the second shot's also good. Bart's over to Dale, trying to find something to work with here. It's a tie game with 6 minutes, 30 seconds left in the third quarter at 16. And Walford with the ball over to Dale, trying to find something to work with here. meaning heavy defense. Over to Bartz, back to Dale, trying to get something going here, and she takes a shot, and it's bounced right into Bartz's hands, and she draws up a foul.
That's not bad defense by Limar. That's just great execution by Xavier. They were passing the ball well, passed it around, penetrated, and they were able to get to the line.
And so Bartz, who is a 50% free throw shooter, misses her first shot. Jenna Harms, number 20, comes in for Lindmar and takes the place of Sarah Strahl. And the second shot by Dale is good. And so Xavier will have a 1-point edge over Lindmar with 6 minutes left in the third quarter at 17-16. Yearling with the ball. Harms over to Livengood, trying to drive her way in, but her shot is blocked. But she almost got a Rome B rebound, but it goes to Bartz and to Armstrong. Getting the shot up court and taking 2 shots, getting a rebound twice. Michael, what did you think of that one? That was sort of like poor defense on Lindmar there.
It wasn't poor defense. She tried to draw a charge. The problem is when she flopped, the ref saw, there wasn't a lot of contact. So there are situations where you can't flop, and that actually hurt the team because then they got another chance, thankfully, and it ended up well for Limar.
And the ball's tipped right out of Yearling's hands and into Dale's. And Dix can't come up with the ball, and it ends up in Major's hands for Lindmar. And Brandt over to Livengood, trying to get the shot up. She just meets the hands of Bartz. That's a big difference right there. 6'2" against 6'2". I don't know if Livengood has ever really gone up against that kind of height.
No. I think she's used to being about 4 inches taller than everybody else.
Exactly. And Brandt taking the ball court, using some special moves to get around the defense. Almost lost her own dribble there. And Yearling saves the ball and gets it to Major, who gets a shot up, and it's no good. But Livengood comes up with a rebound. Over to Brandt, trying to get something to work with here. Over to Harms. Back to Brandt. Over to Harms, trying to drive her way in. Over to Livengood, who almost got it, but it ends up in Anderson's hands.
That was great hustle by Limbar.
And Bartz trying to get the shot up. And it's no good, but she draws up a foul.
Back here on this offensive possession, that was great hustle, especially by Yearling. You don't know in that situation whether it's off your teammate or if it's off Xavier. So you never leave it to chance. You go after the ball and tip it back in. Great hustle, and then Livengood did a great job on getting the offensive rebound. And it was also great execution on offense, just not a great pass.
And so Bart's first free throw is good, and the second one is no good. And so Yearling wide open for Lindmar, and she gets the shot blocked right out of her hands by Bartz. Bart's getting able to get all the way from the free throw line to block that shot. That's a lot of hustle.
It is hustle, but also Yearling tried to pump fake her. She should have just gone straight up with it. You're that far down the court, don't hesitate. Just go straight up with the shot.
And so Xavier comes up with the ball somehow. And Winker with the ball over to Anderson, over to Dix. Trying to find something to work with here. Over to Anderson, back to Winker. Anderson still trying to find something in the court. And Wolford over to Dix, but the shot is blocked by Major. And the shot's up, and it's good by number 43, Emily Wolford for Xavier. Giving Xavier a 23-16 edge with 3 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter. And so Islas over to Brandt. And Ryder with the ball, but traveling. Hopefully traveling won't plague this team like it did last time.
Yeah, it was definitely a problem, and it wasn't just traveling last game. It was turnovers in general, mostly mental errors.
And so Dale will take the ball up court for Xavier. And Noonan with the ball. Back to Dale, trying to find something to work with here. Armstrong over to Dale. Still trying to find someone open. Noonan almost tried for the long shot there. Dale driving up this middle of the court. And Limar doesn't come up with it. And Stolken gets the easy layup. Limar tried going for the steal there.
Yeah. Limar has to be careful. This is a 9-0 run by Xavier to this point. They did it, started out pretty good, and now they've kind of, once again, they just kind of set into these offensive slumps, and they're starting to fall behind again.
So Armstrong will have the ball. Over to Dale, trying to find something to work with here. Over to Noonan. Back to Armstrong, trying to figure something out here. It seems like Xavier is playing a little bit of tentative offense here, even though they are scoring every time. And there's a foul on Xavier.
Looked like a movie screen there.
And as Limmer takes the ball out of bounds, 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Our score here is 25-16 Xavier. And Yearling comes over the ball, over to Ryder. And Yearling back with the ball after the pass from Eilis. And Strahl trying to get around the defense, but she passes it right into Armstrong's hands, and she gets a foul.
That was good defense by Yearling. Knew that she had the inside position. You can't give up an easy layup in that situation. And that was just great defense by Armstrong, picking up a good steal, knowing where the offensive player was going with the ball, and then just driving it straight down the court, not like looking around, know that you have the lane, and you can get down the court by yourself.
Pass all the way over to Dale. And Noonan with the ball over to Walford. Dale trying to find something to work with here. Over to Armstrong. And Bartz over to Dale. And Noonan doesn't get the shot up, but Bartz finishes it up with the assist.
That was not a very smart foul there by
Lidmar.
I didn't see it was.
By Lidmar. As in Alex Bartz is a 50% free throw shooter before coming in tonight. And the first shot is no good. She airballs it. So Eilis will have the ball in her hands as she throws it in from out of bounds. Over to Brandt. And the pass is too high and it rolls out of bounds. And it'll be Xavier ball.
That's another situation where Limar is relying too much on Brandt. Her teammate, you can't, if she's right there, if there was a trap set up, you can't pass it to her. You have to find someone else to pass it to.
And a minute, 1 second left in the third quarter. Score here is 27-16 Xavier with Dale passing, with Dale with the ball over to Armstrong. Xavier playing some tentative offense here. And so Dale barely almost doesn't get her pass. And she gets a shot, and it's no good.
Traveling by Dale. Took one too many steps.
Hey guys, move. Eilis with the ball over to Major. As Islas drives the ball up court over to Harms, and she gets the shot up, but it just hits the rim.
She missed that, but that was great offense by Islas there. Perfect pass.
Major almost got in there for the steal from Dix, but Xavier keeps a hold of the ball over to Bartz. And Boomgarden gets the shot in, and it's good, and draws up the foul.
Lamar better be very digging themselves in a big hole. This is a 13-0 run. This is 13-0 run by Xavier.
And the free throw is no good as Livenguth comes up with a rebound. Xavier playing heavy defense with about 10 seconds left in the third quarter. As Brandt tries to drive it up, she only meets the defense. As Armstrong gets the easy doesn't make the layup.
That was great defense by Islas there. Great hustle trying to get down and interfere with that shot.
And so at the end of the fourth quarter, our score here is Xavier 29, Linmar 16. We'll be right back with more Linmar live basketball action right after this.
LMTV does news, but there's so much more. We are live sports, live arts, live weather. We run the stadium Jumbotron and bring you the latest school news on Twitter. We keep you informed every hour, every day, and we're always online. Come join our team. At LMTV, we are Linmar.
And we're back. At the start of the fourth quarter, our score here is Xavier 29, Linmar 16.
Yeah, Xavier went on a 13-0 run there to end the third quarter, and now Linmar is going to have to really fight and claw back to get back into this one. Michaela Brandt has had to do too much that quarter, as Linmar only scored 2 points.
I think the big story here right now, though, is number 44, Laney Nieder. She's a sophomore. I usually don't think Coach Brandt usually puts in sophomores whenever they're playing.
She's not a sophomore. She's a freshman. She's not.
Oh, excuse me, a freshman. My bad. I'll mark that. That is some amazing play calling by Brandt there to put in the freshman. Hopefully she'll be able to learn quickly and bring this team back. And so Xavier has the ball as Dale brings it up court. Over to Stolken. Dale with the ball. And Wolvern draws up the foul and throws it out of bounds.
That was a tough call on Straw, but that was great defense. Had her hands straight up. Just one of those things where you can't do much about it.
So Wolver will go for the free throws. And she is a 57% free throw shooter before coming into tonight. And the first shot is good, giving Xavier a 30-16 edge over Linmar with 7 minutes and 33 seconds left in the game. Brandt with the ball, taking it up court for Linmar. Yearling over to Brandt, still trying to figure out what's going on here. Harms with the ball over to Yearling, trying to get the shot up. It's no good, but Nieder comes up with the ball and just ends up in Dale's hands for Xavier. And Dale tried for the shot, but it was only blocked by Linmar, and Major comes up with the rebound, goes for the long shot, and this one's good for 2.
That's exactly what Linmar needs. Just until that point, Michaela Brandt had scored 50% of our points.
You just can't rely on that same person over and over and over. I understand she is probably the fiercest player on the court right now, but other players. I got to step up a little more. They're still doing good, though. As Xavier just barely throws the ball out of bounds, it'll be Linmar ball with 6 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game. Our score here is Xavier 30, Linmar 18.
and Brant and Major have scored 14 of Limar's 18 points. You can't rely on 2 players to win you a game. Everybody has to contribute, and right now they're really the only 2 ones that are really fighting for every point they can get.
Well, Nieder looks like she'll be making a big commitment to Limar here, making a huge impact as she just scored her second layup of the game. And Walford tried to get the shot up, but it only ended up in the hands of Jenna Harms for Limar.
Lainey Nieder is definitely providing a spark that Limar really needs to get back into this game. We really needed a player besides Brant and Major that could really step up and get us 6, 8, 10 points.
So Major will throw the ball inbounds over to Yearling. Trying to get something to work with here down the court. As she throws it over to Brant. And Nieder with the ball over to Major. And she goes for the 3-point. And this one's just barely no good. As Bartz comes up with a rebound over to Anderson. Dale with the ball again. Calling off some shots for her team.
That was a great pass by Nieder on this previous possession. Understood that she was not going to get up an easy layup and passed it up to the open player.
Anderson with the ball over to Dale, trying to find someone to work with here. And Nieder comes up with the ball again. But Brant almost lost it, but she gets it back.
That was great defense by Nieder. Saw the pass coming and tipped it up and then got it herself.
And Harms with the ball, getting the shot up, and this one's just barely no good. But she draws up a foul.
That was an almost and one for Limar. It was just left a little bit short.
And the first free throw by Jenna Harms is good. Jenna Harms, before coming into this game, made all of her free throws. And since it includes this one, she's made 5 of 5 free throws. So not many, but she's still good at it. And her 6th one is also good. Dix taking the ball up court for Xavier. Working around the outside, trying to find something to work with here. Over to Bartz. As Anderson tries to get the ball up, and this layup is good. As Yearling drives the ball up the sideline, over to Nieder. And the ball is popped right off her knee, and it'll be Xavier ball. With 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game, our score here is Xavier 32, Limar 22. As Dixon drives the ball up court over to Armstrong. And a foul is called.
On Limar, it's going to be on Jenna Harms.
So Boomgarden with the first shot. Boomgarden, before coming into this game, is a 70% free throw shooter. And the second one is no good, and Nieder comes up with a great rebound. As Brant drives the ball up court, over to Eilis, over to Yearling, and she just barely misses the 3-point.
That was great offense, but Limar does not need a 3 in this situation.
As Armstrong takes the ball over for Xavier. Dix with the ball. Trying to find something to work with here, but getting heavy defense by Brant. Set up a nice pick. She could have gone for the shot there.
They're trying to run out some clock. They're understanding the situation that Limar is down 11 points.
And the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be Limar ball.
Kayla Armstrong for Xavier looked a little bit shaken up after that play.
And so Lidmar will take a timeout. We'll be right back with more Lidmar live action right after this.
Everyone has friends. There's online friends, friends to go out with on a Saturday night, friends to hang out with and do nothing, friends who show up on moving day. And then there are the friends who'll be there if someone is dealing with a mental illness. Are you one of those friends?
And we're back with about 3 minutes left in the game. Our score here is Xavier 33, Lidmar 22. And Laney Nieder, a freshman, as you say, Michael, she's been getting her name called a lot today.
Yeah, this is her first appearance on varsity, but she started every game this season at the sophomore level.
She's doing a very good job, I can tell you that. And so Brandt trying to get the ball up court. Over to Eilis. As Dale just gets in there and takes the ball for Xavier. Over to Anderson. Back to Dale, back to Anderson. Trying to find something to work with here. And Armstrong with the ball. Xavier just taking their time passing the ball around. And Lidmar is starting to play some excruciatingly heavy defense.
Yeah, you can definitely sense the sense of urgency for Lidmar right now. They understand that they need to get the ball back and they need it back fast.
And Xavier will take a timeout. We'll be right back with more Lidmar live basketball action right after this.
LMTV does news, but there's so much more. We are live sports, live arts, live weather. We run the stadium Jumbotron and bring you the latest school news on Twitter. We keep you informed every hour, every day, and we're always online. Come join our team. At LMTV, we are Lidmar.
And we're back with about 3 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the game. Our score here is still 33-22 Xavier. And Xavier is also now in the bonus. And so Anderson will take the ball out of bounds for Xavier. And Bartz with the ball over to Dale.
You're going to see Lidmar's defense take a lot of risks here because they can't let Xavier run too much time off the clock. Down to 11 points with 2.5 minutes left.
And there was some heavy defense by Kelsey Duggan, number 30, who just checked into the game.
Yeah, they're going to call a block on Duggan. She tried to get up on her, cause maybe let her lose control of the ball, maybe get a steal or something. And unfortunately, Armstrong drove right into her, causing a block.
Seems like the lights are sort of dimming down on us already here at Lidmar High School. But that's not affecting gameplay, so we won't worry about it.
Yeah,
and Yearling gets a shot up, and it's no good.
Literally and figuratively.
And Dale takes the ball up for Lidmar, for Xavier, but Lidmar fouls Dale. Lidmar's just trying to stop that clock over and over to keep their chances of catching back up alive. And the ball goes out of bounds on Xavier.
We've gotten on Lidmar a lot for shooting too many threes. Well, this is a situation where you can start shooting threes.
And Brandt taking the ball up court over to it goes out of bounds. Pass was intended for Harms, but she couldn't get to it.
I think you're starting to see Brandt just wear down. She's had to do so much. You have to appreciate the effort that she's given us, though.
And the pass was almost thrown out of bounds by Xavier, but Dale was able to save it. And Anderson with the ball for Xavier. Minute 40 left in the game. 33-22 game, Xavier. And another foul on Linn-Mar. And Dale is a 58% free throw shooter. And the first one is no good. And so Livenguth and Nyla's come in for Linn-Mar, and Boomgarden comes in for Xavier.
Well, Linn-Mar's chances are getting lower and lower as time goes on, but Xavier isn't exactly putting them away by making all their free throws.
And so Brandt trying to hurry up her offense here. She is getting tired out there, like I said. So she goes for the three, and this one's good.
I wonder if she called bank on that one.
And so it'll be Xavier ball after Courtney Major tried to get the ball inbounds. Minute 22 left in the game. 34-25 game. And so Yearling shoves over Kayla Armstrong for the foul. Just to keep that clock stopped, trying to save as much time for Linn-Mar as they can. They're only down 9. And the first free throw is no good by Armstrong.
Well, Xavier, I have a feeling, is going to be shooting a lot of free throws in their next practice because they have had struggle with making their free throws to put Linn-Mar away.
And the second free throw by Xavier is no good.
That's unacceptable by Linn-Mar right there in that situation.
And a jump ball, and it'll be Xavier ball. You don't want to put the ball in Anderson's hand though when it's a when she's at the free throw line, because she shoots 84.4% of the time. So Anderson with the ball.
Another
foul.
Forced to foul Anderson there. I think that was the final blow. They missed 2 free throws. They're giving you more and more chances. You have to get a rebound there. Not getting a rebound is unacceptable.
And the first free throw is no good. Minute 8 left in the game. 34-25 game. Xavier's up. And the second free throw is perfect, giving Xavier a 10-point lead over Linn-Mar. Brandt, long pass over to Yearling, and then back to Brandt. Trying to find something to work with here, and the three-point is up, and this one's good.
Caleb Brandt's starting to get hot. Xavier's going to call timeout. See, this is where I was talking earlier. You can't keep shooting threes because of this. If they had gotten a couple twos here and there, we're right back in this, especially since Xavier's not making their free throws.
Exactly. We'll be right back with more Linn-Mar live action right after this. .35, Linn-Mar 28.
Oh, a charge on Anderson. She got very lazy on that one. Just ran. I mean, there was a flop on Isles too, but that wasn't a very smart play by Anderson right there.
And so Linn-Mar will take the ball at their own court, at their own basket. Brandt with the ball, and a hurry up set here, and the shot's no good, and Xavier comes up with the rebound. Linn-Mar playing double heavy defense here.
I just don't understand why you don't give it to Brant in that situation when she has the hot hand. I just think you have to run a play for Brant in that situation. That's just my thinking.
And so Anderson with the first free throw, and it's good. And the second free throw is no good by Anderson. Brant hustling down the court. Shot over to Major, and this three-pointer is good.
See,
and Limar will take another timeout.
This is right where I was at. If you make a two, you don't have – I mean, that's exactly what I'm saying. You can't keep chucking threes in the middle of the third quarter just because you're down 10, 12 points. You have to play consistent. You never know what's going to happen. You can't act like – you have to stay calm. You can't just start chucking threes.
And we'll be right back with more Limar live action right after this.
It's 36-31.
So with 28.4 seconds left in the game, score here is 36-31 Xavier, and another foul. Both teams are now in the bonus now. Anderson with the first free throw, and it's no good. Still a 5-point game.
Xavier is not doing a very good job putting away Limar. They've missed several free throws going down the stretch.
And the second free throw is good. And so Brant hustling down to take the ball down court. And she gets the ball over to Eilis, over to Yearling. Back to Eilis. Over to Yearling. Gets that shot up, and this one's good.
That's a three. And Limar's down 3 points. Now Xavier really has to make their free throws.
And so there's another timeout taken. We'll be right back with more exciting Limar live basketball action right after this.
LMTV does news, but there's so much more. We are live sports, live arts, live weather. We run the stadium Jumbotron and bring you the latest school news on Twitter. We keep you informed every hour, every day, and we're always online. Come join our team. At LMTV, we are Linmar.
And we're back with about 20 seconds left in the game. Our score here is Xavier 37. Well, 10 seconds left. Excuse me, I read the clock wrong. 10 seconds left in the game. Our score here is Xavier 37, Limar 34.
You got to try to keep the ball out of Anderson's hands here.
And another foul on Harms. Harms, remember, is that 84% free throw shooter before she came into the game. She's already missed about 3, excuse me. And the first shot is up, and this one's good. Giving Xavier a 4-point edge. And the second one's also good. And another timeout is taken on the court.
And if anyone is interested, the guys 1 and 2 City 81-62. Marcus Page had 31 points. 2 City South is a 2-time defending state champion.
I'm assuming that's in 3A because Linmar won it all last year.
I would assume so, yes.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The guys won 81-62 with Marcus Page getting 31 points. A great effort by the Linn-Mar Lions in Sioux City after a 4-hour drive. That's a long ways. But let's get back to this game. 8.5 seconds left in the game. Xavier up 39-34. Not 91 seconds like it says on the clock. There you go.
9.1 seconds left on the clock. They had to make a clock change. Remember,
someone's not doing their job right.
Linn-Mar does not necessarily need a 3. They could still win this game with a 2.
Over to Iowas with the 3-point. And this one's no good. And Xavier rebounds it, and that's the game. Our final score here tonight, Xavier 39, Linn-Mar 34. Michael, how do you think that game went overall for both teams?
Well, for Xavier, they played good up until the first 3 quarters. But the fourth quarter, they have to make their free throws when they got a lead. You can't let a team like Linn-Mar back into the game. You can't do it. You can't leave it up to them to win the game. You have to take it out of their hands. And for Linn-Mar, you can't start waiting until the fourth quarter to start turning out the heat and trying to get back into it. You got to play 4 quarters of solid basketball in order to win games against good teams like Xavier.
And so that's it, folks. With a 39-34 win over Linn-Mar, Xavier takes it all. From the entire cast and crew of